Good morning, kids. It's your morning, but it's my afternoon because this is actually Saturday around 2 o'clock. I'm making this video in case you didn't remember that I won't be there today. I'll be at the doctor's office all day, so you're going to be doing a lot of this on your own, but I am going to have a short video for our language arts and one for our math also. And then I think you guys can figure out how to go through the day, and we don't have specials today. We do have a different week. We have some birthdays this week. We have a new student today. I hope Danny's with us. Danny, if you're not here today, I hope you're here tomorrow. If you are here today, welcome, and I'm sorry I'm not there to welcome you. I'm sure you have some questions, and you or your mom can email me or text me, and we'll settle those questions out for you. So in your journal of the day, your prompt, let me see, what was your prompt? Your prompt today is, would you rather fly to space or swim to the bottom of the ocean? Why? Write 5 sentences minimum. Now, I want you to write this, of course, in your journal. And as I wrote in mine, I wrote on my journal wall, I realized 5 sentences is a lot, maybe, to answer that one question. And so I think it's perfectly fair for you to answer both questions in one journal entry, like why would you rather go to space to the bottom of the ocean and why you wouldn't. So if you picked space, you could say why you'd want to go to space, and you could also tell me why you wouldn't want to go to the ocean floor. And if you wanted to go to the bottom of the ocean, you could tell me about that and then tell me why you wouldn't want to go to space. And that way it'll be pretty easy for you to fill up 5 sentences. I want you to be aware of a couple of things when you're writing in your journal. Of course, I want you to use your neatest handwriting. Remember, if you practice neat, you'll eventually write neat. If you practice sloppy, I promise you, you will write sloppy. We become what we practice. And so keep your writing on the line. Start with a capital. Keep nice even spaces between your words. Try to form your letters neatly. And put some kind of punctuation at the end of your sentence. We've also been really focusing on how each sentence has to have a couple pieces to it for it to be a complete sentence. We know it has to be a subject and a predicate, or the subject and the action. So if you write a sentence and you don't have one of those pieces, it's not correct. And so I wrote mine, and I thought we'd go over it together, and I don't know how well you can see it, and I actually don't know if it's going to work at all, but I'm just going to try it. And this is all an experiment to me, and if this doesn't work, kiddos, we'll try it again differently another time. Mr. Dave's journal, I wrote today's date. At the top of every journal entry, I'd like you to write today's date. I think it would be interesting to go to space, to go into space. I'm wondering about this sentence, about its subject and its predicate. The subject of the sentence is me, so I'm going to circle the subject. The predicate of this sentence is, what about me? I think it would be interesting to go into space. I would love to see the whole world spinning. Again, I think my subject is me. And what about me? I think I'd love to see the whole world spinning. I'm curious about space junk and satellites. Again, who's that sentence about? It's about me, but what about me? I'm actually curious. But what am I curious? I'm curious about space, junk, and satellites. I have my subject and my action in that. My subject and my predicate. What does it feel like in space? What does it feel like in space? I would leave the ocean floor for others to explore. I would leave the ocean floor for others to explore. Pause that for a second. Okay, I'm going to see if I can splice these videos and stuff together. I hope it works. So when you're writing in your journal, I would like it to look something like this. Maybe write even neater than I did. I didn't have lines to write on, and sometimes you're writing on the board. It's a little tricky. You do get better at it, though. And you may have noticed that I did not write my subject predicate in a question. Those get a little more complex. They come with verb relationships and stuff, and we'll work on that later. Really, I want you just in your statement sentences to write a about your subject and predicate in those, okay? So if you have a lot of questions, don't worry about finding what the subject or the predicate is of those for now. Go ahead and write that, and come back when you're ready. I'm going to make another quick video and go over our first page of the spelling, and that will be our language art lesson for the morning. I really wish I could have seen your faces today.